So Twitch is obviously Twitch let a lot of people go recently, and Twitch is apparently not profitable. It is still not profitable. Here we go.
We really need to run the company based upon where we're at today. We've implied this before, where we say we need to run it sustainably, but I'll be blunt. We aren't profitable at this point. Amazon has been extremely supportive of Twitch, and a big thing for being sustainable over time is ensuring that we don't lose money.
Yeah.
And that's a big part of my job, because that's going to be what makes sure we can be here for a long term. We've been very clear about the importance of our efforts to try and continue to provide more resources to streamers. Mm-hmm. We really need to run the company.
So there it is. They stopped capping. Yeah. They take more. How so? I'm not really sure. Turn on a sub button. I'll be making a profit. Yeah. It's I did this. Yeah. Amazon should have never bought Twitch. This is so rough. Well, here's the thing is that, like, I don't even know how they can make more money, too. Like, that's the problem. It's like, because they've got, obviously, there's, like, subs and stuff like that. But, like, what do you have besides subs that you can make money off of? Like, you've got ads, right? And, like, they're already pushing so many ads. There's a ton of ads. Fuck the message, reduce costs. I mean, I guess that's why they probably fired all of those people. They should have videos like YouTube. Yeah, I mean, I think that they probably would do that, but like the video hosting for that probably isn't going to make up for the ads. I actually don't think having videos is going to get people to, is going to make them money, right? Because like YouTube pays a lot of money on hosting videos, and especially where like Twitch is much more top heavy, like not just in just chatting, right? But like Twitch is more top heavy in general, where like the bigger streamers get all of the viewers. So you're going to have everybody uploading VODs, and guess what? 95% of them aren't going to get any views, which is like probably the same at YouTube, but I think that it's even more overt on Twitch. The Twitch and Kick are both streaming platforms. Does this mean Kick isn't profitable? Kick is not, what the fuck do I know, right? I haven't seen their statements, but like, I bet Kick is not profitable. Absolutely not. But I bet it is profitable if you factor in. So if you have a conversion rate, what was the number that got leaked about the conversion rate from Kick to Stake? Like, it was like 1.7%, something like that? 4%? If it's 2 to 4%, that's insane. So basically, they can run Kick at a loss and then make the money up with Stake. So basically, Kick is a loss leader for Stake. Like, Kick exists, and then a percentage of people from Kick will go to Stake and gamble, and then whenever they go to Stake and gamble, then Kick makes the money back Stake makes the money back that makes Kick worth it in the first place. Kick is just Stake's marketing expense, exactly. And, like, obviously a lot of other people on Kick don't just gamble, but because there is slots, like, and also, like, there's nothing special about Kick that makes it like any more insidious than Twitch is, I would say. Because there are people that see slots here, and there is a conversion rate from this. There's a conversion rate from virtual casinos. Like, it's not like Twitch has their hands clean of this problem. But the point is that, like, if I was Twitch, this is what I would do. I would ban these categories. I would get rid of slots, and I would get rid of virtual casino, because you can't advertise on those categories. And if you can advertise on them, then keep them, sure. But if you're not running advertisements on these categories, then why are they there? If you need to make money, then get rid of them. So yeah, what about poker? Well, I don't know about poker. It depends on what advertisers want. I do think that Kick will eventually make, I don't know if they'll ever be profitable. It depends on, so the reason why I don't think anybody knows is because the way that like data hosting is like charged and like is expensive, that's changing, right? Like, things are obviously always changing with, like, hosting costs and like the technology, because if the technology of hosting and like video playback gets a lot cheaper, then Twitch and Kick would both be profitable. Yeah, Kick taking a loss for the first 2 years is also probably a massive tax break for Stake, to be honest. And that's also like a massive fucking thing. because you've got to keep in mind that, like, whenever they're running Kick at a loss, they just write the loss off. So they said, oh, our business lost money. Okay, well then we're going to write that off of our taxes and we don't have to pay money on that. What's your opinion on high view streams that are not partnered? Should they be forced to? How would you deal with someone like yourself on Twitch with this channel? Honest question, to be honest. If they forced me to, if they ran ads on my channel, I would not complain about it. I would for like a day and then that would be it. Like, of course I would understand them doing that. It's their channel. It's their platform. Like, it's not what I would want, right? But, like, at the end of the day, they have to make money. Like, that's life. So now I can see them doing it. Yeah, you're costing them a lot of money. Yeah, exactly. And so, like, this is always, like, my perspective on it, right? Can they even do that legally without your consent? I'm pretty sure that I consented to it by signing up for the website. To be honest with you, like, I mean, you know, in like that fucking like 50-page document, you probably consent to it in 5 different ways. But, well, why are they not doing that now? I think it's just because it's not a big enough issue for them to like really care about. That's why. The problem with Twitch is that they do not have the metadata on customers that Google has. Therefore, they get less money from companies running ad campaigns. So you're definitely right about that. And I can go ahead and I can show you this. And this is a big reason why I think Twitch isn't able to make as much money as YouTube is. Like, basically, the YouTube analytics is much more in depth. And this is for like my personal channel. Like, I'm not going to show the Asmongold TV one because I'm not logged into that account right now. But you can look at like all of these bits of data that Twitch provide, or sorry, that YouTube provides, and they provide like. Google AdSense is probably one of the biggest and most expansive tools that people can use in order to learn and figure out a target audience. Then if you go over and you look at overview, let me see like the analytics for this. Right here, this is the stuff from Twitch. Now, Twitch is obviously not terrible, and they have improved this a lot over the years. But for example, I can't even see here what the gender of the users are. I don't even know what this is. So you can see, obviously Twitch does have some tools for this, but YouTube has a lot more. And the fact is that with YouTube's analytics system, like let's say, for example, if you're trying to sell, oh fuck, let me think. Makeup, how about makeup, right? If you're trying to sell makeup, you can't sell on Twitch. Because there are no channels on Twitch, except for very, very small ones, that have a majority female audience. Now, obviously, there are makeup sponsors, right? Like, for example, like Imaru's thing was sponsored by Essence Makeup, and like this happens. But these are like exclusive deals that are made with individual streamers themselves, and not platform-wide deals. You see kind of like what the difference there is? Just because one person gets sponsored by a makeup brand doesn't mean that like this is a norm. So because Twitch is a majority male platform, well, guess what happens? All of the female products, you can't really market them. And yeah, sure, there's going to be some guys that they see that and they're like, oh, I'm going to get that for my girlfriend, right? But there's not really that many of them, really, whenever you think about it. These are like secondary users. So that's one big reason. Also, like with Google, if you want to be able to find, if you want to advertise to people in the United States, males, white, between the ages of 25 and 35, and they have these collected, you know, this set of interests, and they have this browsing pattern, and like all this stuff, you can do that. You can make your advertisements hit this like very, very narrow band of people. And because of that, Google can charge more for advertising because they know that they're delivering those advertisements to a more targeted audience than, let's say, Twitch is. It's basically like Google is offering somebody a sniper rifle and Twitch is using a shotgun. And like, yeah, definitely you hit some things with a shotgun, but you also miss a whole lot too. Sniper rifle's more expensive too. It is, but it gets them. Consumers of products, what do you respond to better? Yeah, definitely. You're completely right. Household income, time zone, certain times. Yeah, like, and I think that you have to understand that whenever you're designing a marketing campaign, a lot of these things come into, yeah, I manage Google Ads campaigns for work. Google Analytics is massively complex to help you understand how people find your website. Yeah, it's insane. You're completely right. Household income, time zone, certain times. Like, let's say you're advertising Cadillac. Do you want to advertise Cadillac to somebody who's looking up videos on how to live on $1,000 a month? No, because they're never going to buy your fucking Cadillac. But you do want to advertise it to somebody who's watching videos of, I don't know, fucking financial reports maybe. I don't want a car, I want entertainment. Yeah, Andrew Tate. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if you're watching Andrew Tate videos, you want to advertise Bugattis. Yeah, of like luxury cars, investment strategies. Exactly. And so this is the way that any of this stuff works. This guy's totally fucking right. Twitch is an afterthought for most ad agencies. It's such a small part of the budget, a tiny sliver. Well, yeah, it is. And I'll watch the other thing because he talked a lot about big streamer contracts as well. I'll watch this. Twitch is done with big streamer contracts.
I can tell you the cost of retaining those streamers would have been far more
than
the quality revenue generated from them. And that is something that we've been very clear about. We don't want to do that, because the only way to do that then is to have this unbalanced where we make up for that on smaller streamers, and we don't want to do that. Darth Ronix.
Yeah, sorry about the quality here.
How will that help with safety measures on Twitch? Will there still be a staff to help with bans and builds? Yes, absolutely. Still a staff.
Imagine if he went and he said, yeah, no, there's no safety on the website anymore. Yeah, we just fired everybody. I mean, that's stupid anyway. You want to be safe on the website? Wear a helmet before you log in. Shut the fuck up. But yeah, quality's from him. He was testing new bitrate. Really? Okay, yeah, that might be it. And using Starlink, and it's pretty bad. Yeah, either way, I think obviously paying big streamers a lot of money is not just about the money that the streamer creates or the revenue that the streamer creates. It's also about the ecosystem that the streamer brings. So for example, if you take somebody like XQC, for example, like there is an ecosystem that exists within big streamers that allow them to spread that influence beyond just their stream. So I think that's why like platforms try to bring and like buy streamers, is because they think that they can buy that ecosystem. The reality though is that Twitch is a very strong platform, and in terms of like user benefit, most users don't see a reason to go over to Twitch, or sorry, over to Kick or over to YouTube. Now, for me, I don't know why people don't want to go over to Kick. It doesn't really make sense to me, because Kick is basically Twitch. I mean, they're literally using AWS, right? Kick is basically Twitch without ads. So it seems like, well, why would I not want to go on Kick? But everybody's going to have like a different perspective. Yeah, I know it's a moral reason. Well, I don't think that's really the reason why, because people don't go to other platforms either. Kick has no culture. Well, it does, but you know. But yeah, I don't think Twitch really needs to pay people to stay on Twitch, because I feel like a lot of these other contracts, it's kind of obvious that, and this is one of the reasons why I kind of stopped focusing all of my like time and effort on like making Twitch content, and why I focus more on doing YouTube, is that I feel like Twitch content, like most Twitch viewers only want, like, I feel like somebody's career on Twitch is like very volatile, right? You can just like suddenly lose viewers and then people decide to hate you. And I think that with YouTube, that's not really as much the case. Yeah, common YouTube W, yeah. It's very, yeah, Twitch careers are extremely fragile, because people know Twitch for being a streaming platform. I just heard about Kick now on this video. Yeah, I think it will take time for people to actually like really recognize Kick. With COVID, streamers and influencers prices skyrocketed, the bubble bursted, and it's coming down to reality. I think that's probably true to an extent. And I think also one of the big problems is that content creators don't do a very good job selling the products. Like, that's the big issue. It's not that, because like I'll watch a lot of sponsored streams that people do, and you're not really putting in work to actually sell the product. You're not trying to Like, people view sponsored streams like doing chores. Or, like, doing, like, oh, like, I have to be here for this. And I feel like usually the vibe is bad. They're clearly not interested in it. They're just doing it for the paycheck. Which is like, I get that. I totally get that. But the reality is, if you communicate that way, and you act that way, people aren't going to buy it. Shilling loses viewers? No, it doesn't. Like, bad streams lose viewers. People say Shilling loses viewers. The only reason why people say that is because it's a viewer power fantasy. Like, oh, well, you can't try to sell us this or we'll stop watching. No, it doesn't. Like, I've watched plenty of people take plenty of sponsors. And yeah, of course, people might not watch the sponsored game because it's not entertaining. But the truth is that nobody's really going to stop watching because of that. Maybe that was true 10 years ago, but it was a long time ago. The truth is now, people have no problem with sponsors. Sponsors are totally fine. And I will let you know. Maybe I shouldn't say this. Whenever I do a sponsor, everybody is always extremely happy. And do you know why? It's because I know how to sell. That's the reason why whenever I did the Clash of Clans stream, and I hate to break the fourth wall, guys. I really hate to break the fourth wall. But do you really think that I didn't notice that the buildings were building in 10 seconds, and then me clicking the gem at the last second to auto-complete it? You really think I didn't notice that? I did that on purpose. I totally did that on purpose, just to fuck with people. And do you know why I did it? It's because I saw all the mobile ads on YouTube. I was like, every single one of these ads, it shows some guy who's a fucking idiot playing the game, and I guess it must motivate people to think that I'm not a fucking idiot. I want to go play the game and show them how it's done. And so I'm thinking, okay, I'll just do this myself. And this is funny. Yeah, you're the guy, right? Yeah, and I can be the guy. And so I thought it was really fucking funny to do that. And guess what? The Clash of Clans stream was massively fucking successful. We completely beat everybody on the entire ladder in OTK. I did one stream for it, whereas everybody else did like multiple ones. The YouTube video has over 500,000 views. And you know what? The people at Clash of Clans are really happy with me. Do you know why? It's because I know how to sell. That's the reason. It's not about like how funny it was. It's about using it and making a way on how to sell. That's what people can't do. Yeah, people taking sponsorships who can't sell and don't want to hurt the whole website because sponsors don't come back. Exactly. Yeah, and so kind of manipulative, don't you think? All marketing is manipulative. Absolutely. And to me, like, and oftentimes yeah, 100%. Yeah, all marketing is fundamentally manipulative. Almost everything is. And so that's what marketing is. Yes, exactly. And so like, and the way that I look at it, and you'll notice this whenever I play a sponsored game, I almost never explicitly tell people to buy the game. I almost never do that. I just explain the value of the game. I say, I like this game. It does these things. And that's it. And if you want to learn more, there it is. It's that simple. Because it's a method of communication that is easier to understand, and it's not as abrasive. But do you really like the games? I mean, I wish I didn't. Fuck. Like, I've been logging into this fucking Clash of Clans game. I can't get to Town Hall level 9. I have to get like 3 million gold for some shit. It's ridiculous. I'm really trying to get them to sponsor me again. And I will do a whaling stream where I go to Town Hall level 16 in one day. If they will pay me for it, I will do it. Yep, just buy it. Yeah, no, I want to get sponsored to do it, okay? Nikkei sponsor win. Well, we'll see what happens, right? That'd be great. Exactly. And so again, Paul, because and why is that good content? because nobody probably has ever done that. It's so stupid that people will watch it because it's compelling. Imagine putting thought into selling a product. Imagine this. Wow, what is this? No way. How could you possibly think that? And so it's entertaining, and that's why the prices are dropping. It's because people are not good at selling. That's the real point. Is there a point where you reach a certain level of wealth where you wouldn't consider sponsors anymore? I don't know. I mean, I maybe if I had $100 million, maybe not. I don't know. I'd have to think about it. Exactly like the Super Bowl. Everybody loves those commercials because they put the most effort into making them entertaining. Exactly. And so, to me, I actually don't think that commercials and selling is the problem. I think it's the method of selling that's the problem. And if you have the right method of selling, you can get people to buy it. It's that simple. Whenever I was 5 years old, I was selling rocks in the kindergarten, okay? Whenever I was 11 years old, I was selling fireworks in middle school. And whenever I was 14 years old, I was selling cheating, formulas and other types of answer keys through calculator, programs in the lunchroom because I had math in first period and I memorized all the questions and I put them on my calculator. I've been doing this for a long fucking time, guys. It's been a long time. And, you learn some stuff after. And I remember there was one time I sold ringtones. Yeah, there you go. I remember there was one time that I learned something, and it was like such a crazy revelation to me. It was in Burning Crusade, and I had put up, I had just gotten a pattern for fell steel gauntlets from Auchendai Crypts, I think. And I had to kill, I think there were monks in there that would drop a special pattern for these gloves that you would use for blacksmithing. And I crafted them in order to get my blacksmithing all the way up. And I started putting the gloves up on the auction house. And I was putting up 20 pairs of these fail steel gloves at the same time. And I remember about number 15 or 16 or so, I was thinking to myself, realistically, how many people are going to buy these gloves in the next 48 hours from me? And I didn't list the other ones. Because I thought to myself, that's supply and demand. And I feel like playing video games, and I, two people, right? Yeah, I was like, and it was like a fucking third eye awakening moment for me. I was like, hold up, wait a minute. Now I'm understanding the game on a different level. And I remember with, I used to sell carries, and I used to sell achievements and stuff like that back in Cataclysm. If you guys are complaining about carries now in WoW, I started it. Because I thought to myself, I was like, I hate farming gold. I just want to sell carries because I'm really good at the game. And so why am I going to go and farm the same bears that everybody else farms and get the same amount of money whenever I'm way better than them, right? Okay, yeah, no, I was insanely fucking good at the game. I knew everything about it. That's why they paid me all the money. And so anyway, I did this, and I learned a lot of stuff from selling, absolutely. And it was very useful. Oh, yeah, let me scroll down a little bit. It's a little bit odd. Oh, my God. And that's quite a sight right there. Yeah, I know. Start OnlyFans and upload pictures of you actually washing your hands. So anyway, all I'm really trying to get at with this and all the Twitch stuff is that I don't think Twitch... I don't know how they're not profitable, to be honest with you. I really don't. If I was Twitch, what would I do? I would pay streamers less money. That's what I would do. If I was Twitch. Yep. And I'd fire a ton of people. Yep. Hey, Jefferson Smith, yes, that's what I would do. Because the truth is that people are not going to leave Twitch. You can afford to pay them less money. And nobody's going to leave. Nobody's going to go anywhere. And that's it. Maybe stop spending millions on shitty events. Yes. And also, yeah, stop spending money on... Like, Twitch, I don't think understands their own environment that they exist in. Like, spending money for... Like, I'll see Twitch invest, like, $150,000 into some random event that'll get, like, 800 viewers. I'm sorry, but you're just lighting money on fire. What are you doing? What are you doing with your money? It's a bad idea. What about making small streamers pay to stream? The vast majority of logistics go towards hosting streams for people that have 0 viewers. Making small streamers pay to stream. It's not as bad of an idea as you might think. Now, if I was Twitch, this is what I think will happen. I think that with the amount of technological advances with things like DLSS and AI frame distribution and the amount, frame creation and the different types of like hosting, like tech data things that they have, I think that they will get to a point where data hosting will become extremely cheap. Like, I think it will be probably 1/10 of how much it is now. I think it will happen. So all Twitch really needs to do is hold out until that happens. Based on what? Based off of every technological advance that's ever happened. In general, there are 2 things that happen with tech. The quality increases or the storage increases. Or the quality increases. Or fuck, I don't know why. I think my brain's a little bit fried today. The quality increases or the capacity increases, which is very soon with what NVIDIA is doing. Yes, NVIDIA is probably the best example of this. Like, you're totally right. So if you've watched any of NVIDIA's stuff that they've done recently, the majority of what NVIDIA has been promoting and talking about isn't really just better graphics. It's like what I said before. Like, my dream with Starforge is to be able to sell a $1,000 gaming PC. And I think in 5 years it might be possible. Now, that's inflation, right? So maybe it'll be $1,200 at that time. But like, for today's dollars, I want to be able to sell a $1,000 black box that plays video games. I would love to be able to do that. And I do think that we will get there. I think that that's really all Twitch needs to do, is they need to hold out until that video technology breakthrough comes in, and then as soon as that breakthrough happens, then Twitch will become profitable. But I also think that they probably are paying streamers too much money. I feel like they are. It's a lot of money that they're paying out with streamers. It's not like they can stop paying them because they will just fuck off to another platform. No, they won't. Twitch got rid of 70/30. Did anybody leave? There it is.